All right, so it says that we're live. How is everybody doing? Hello, hello, hello. I am Nia, the Vixen of Fiction, and I'm here with my friend Madie. Madie, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Madie. I run the Bound by Words channel. I am a manuscript editor, and I'm always accepting manuscripts for copy editing and proofreading, and I post writing-related videos following my author journey and things that I'm learning on the way at my channel, which is Bound by Words, which is in this corner right here. And I
Yes.
post writing-related videos twice a week, and I stream every Wednesday morning for Kit Manorama.
And I have her link down below, so if you want to find her YouTube channel or her Instagram, I have them linked. And Madie, if
Thank
you have
you.
anything else that you want me to link, just let me know and I can link it for
Oh,
you.
that's perfect. That's my whole platform, those two.
All right. Okay, perfect.
I have a website, but you can get to it from my Instagram if anyone's interested. But it's strictly business. It's nothing super fun.
Awesome. Awesome. Business is good, especially in this business because people are looking for people like you, Madie.
I'm super available for the late summer. I'm like totally booked until like June, but then I have like nothing on my schedule for the second half of the year. So if anyone needs copy edits.
Oh, just wait. Let's let some people finish some of their camp projects.
Oh, I'm so excited. It's one of my favorite seasons. I love new stories.
Oh, me too. Me too. So I'm super excited. And I'm Nia the Vixen of Fiction here on YouTube, and I'm on Twitch. And right now I'm double streaming on both. Let me pull up the comments so I can see what is going on. How is everybody doing? In the comments section, go ahead and let me know what you're going to be working on today, for your and what you're doing for your camp projects. Madie and I are going to do our 5-minute breaks with 15-minute sprints, and we'll probably take a 10-minute break halfway through so we can chat a little bit. And then when we're done, after we get 2 hours of sprinting done, then we can chat some more. All right, guys, so we can try to get a lot of work done. Go ahead and let me know how you're doing in the comments. And let me know who is here. And we're going to start. And when we do start, go ahead as people come in, keep saying hello, let us know that you're here, and then just hop right into the sprint. So we have, are they going to show up? Yay. We have Nora's here. Steffi, hello. I'm so glad that you stopped by. It is like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, so please get some rest. But I'm so glad you stopped by. Hello, Angelina is here. She said she's early for a change. That's okay. She usually comes in by the first sprint, so
I'm like never early to anything.
I like to be on time. Early,
The perfect balance.
Hi, Charlie. How are you doing? Sin, hey. My reading partner in crime is here. I have a spreadsheet with 3 projects because we always have to have some rebels in the house. Not a problem. All right, so we are at the 10. So we're going to start our first 15-minute sprint, get some work done, and then we will chat some more. If you guys are ready to get some words, come on, we can do this. We're going to get lots of work done, and then we can talk. All right?
Super ready.
I'm super ready. Yes, I bet you. All right, so 15 minutes on the clock. And if you guys are ready, let's go in 3, 2, 1. Let's sprint. All right, guys, that was the end of our first sprint. Go ahead in the comments, let me know how you did, and let me know what you are working on. Madii, how'd you do?
I got 721 words of editing, so
Nice.
It's a little for editing, but a lot for words. So.
Yeah, we're gonna count all of it.
I love it.
And I got 297 words. I had to see where I left off at. And you know what? I should pop all of this into a new document. That way I can just keep adding on. And I think
that's what I did this morning.
Yeah, it makes it so much easier. That way you can see how many. So I need to do
no
that.
Math.
Yeah, no math, because we don't like that. And I can add the words I did from Sarah's stream also. So that would be great. Let's see. We had some more people come in. Hi to everybody who came in. Let me see where we left off. Because StreamYard's not nice enough to keep that up for us.
Oh, that would be so cool if they did that.
I know, but as soon as you put something else up, then you lose your spot. All right, so Sin, I have a Special Week 3 project because she's a rebel, and I believe that is where we left off, I think. Yes. All right. Charlie says, since the last time I saw you an hour ago, I started writing. Yay, yes. I was just on Sarah Cahill's live stream, keeping everybody company, chatting and writing as we do. Let's see, not on Nano, but on a rewrite. It's a major procrastination over here. Oh, we don't want to procrastinate. Time is going to get away from us when we do that.
We're already a week in. It's a week over already.
Yeah, right?
It's crazy. That blows my mind.
I know. It just went by so fast. I think, especially for us, if you celebrate Easter, that just chunked right out the first week, right out the middle of the first.
I last minute took off on Saturday and Sunday just to have some me time because the one day I worked 11 hours at one of my jobs and I was like, I'm not writing, I'm just relaxing. And now I'm so behind, I shouldn't have done that.
No. Yeah, I took Saturday off. I did some baking. I was supposed to be live streaming at the end. I was so tired. I hadn't realized I was on my feet the whole time. And then I do where I get into something and I forget to actually eat. So even though I'm baking, I'm not eating anything.
Yeah.
When I sat down, I was like, oh, wow, I'm really tired.
That's normally how I feel when I come home from work. I'm a manager at a Starbucks and we work 8.5-hour shifts and I usually have to stay late and we're so busy and I don't eat. And then as soon as I walk in, everything hits me. And that's why Saturday I was like, I'm not writing. I'm just not doing it.
Yep. When you finally get that moment to stop, you realize how exhausted you are.
Yeah. You can feel the blisters.
That was you, Madii. That was cute.
That was me.
Hey, Ben. Ben always comes in. He says hi, and he's always working. Stay busy, Ben. We're just glad that you stop in and work with us.
At least someone's productive.
Yes. And Sarah, I was just on her stream, and it is 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning there as well. So good night. She is not a night owl. It's time for her to go to bed. So enjoy your sleep. Let's see. Hi, Tara. How are you doing? Regina is back. Welcome back.
A nap.
I know. Oh my gosh. I wish.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah. Yes. Me too. Me too. That says why? All right, StreamYard wants to do this. Yes.
Is it not working?
It is now. It was not doing it for a minute. It's you don't get to put any more comments up. No, StreamYard, don't do this to me because I've
never actually streamed at 2 places at once, and it's so interesting to see all the YouTube and the Twitch comments.
I know. That was me.
That
was me when the first time I did it. I was
crazy.
YouTube, look, it's a Twitch.
Yeah. I didn't realize Twitch was so popular for live stream sprinting until just a month ago. I
know. I didn't either. And everybody's like, you need to get on Twitch. I'm like, really? I I mean, I gave
really question mark.
I play Sims, but they're like, no, we're all on there, and I'm like, oh wow, what? Yeah.
I'm like gonna go look at Twitch now.
Yeah, so it is. People like it over there. So I was like, I'll do it.
Peer pressure.
I know. Yeah, I'm always up for something new. As long as it's not dangerous, I'm like, cool. Yeah, I'll try it. I'll try anything.
Depends on what degree of danger in my book.
There's levels.
Yeah, there's a gray area.
Very good. Yes, food is important. Angelina said short story and drafting in 264 words. That's fantastic. Regina put out the trash for collection, spent several minutes cleaning it all.
That sounds nice.
All right. So have you decided what to work on? Because we're getting ready to start another sprint.
The real questions.
Yes. Trying to get some angel reference. Oh, nice. Very nice. Let me know what you find because that sounds like it's going to be pretty. Although it's a late deal. I don't mind. So, okay, you're going to wait till tomorrow. Okay, I understand. Sometimes it just doesn't happen.
Gotta protect your mental health there.
Yes. Time flies. It's quiet over here on YouTube. I think it is quieter on YouTube.
It is.
It's like a little bit calmer. Okay, now we're going to have Twitch versus YouTube wars. Here we go. I love Twitch more against the chat. The chat box is nicer. And
I've never really done anything on Twitch. Now I need to know what the chat box looks like.
Yeah, and see how I have to pop up the comments on the chat? Like you can set up your Twitch where the comments come right up.
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
So like screen shares, I've seen that.
So all my Twitch people are like, man, why are our comments not coming up automatically? Because I'm doing both, so we're doing it the easy way.
That would be like a cool upgrade for StreamYard too.
Yeah.
I think it's just so accessible.
It is. It is. Which said I'm joining Twitch. Yes. I think Sin does both. I do both now. Like whatever you're streaming on, I'll find you. Now that they convinced me to go on Twitch, I'm like, oh, there's a whole lot of people over here too. So
who would have thought?
More writing streams. Yeah. Yes. Cool cats. You guys are so funny. All right. So when we're on our breaks, don't forget, we need to be getting our water. We need to be stretching. If you need to stand up and get up and move around, make sure you're doing those things so that we can keep ourselves in good condition to keep writing so that we can be super productive. And we're going to start our next sprint in 1 minute. So you've got 1 minute to get all of those things done. All right. And also to be chatty if you want to be chatty, because we do like to chat. To be honest, I'll show.
I didn't realize I was thirsty until you were like, drink water. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I do need water.
Yes, you do need water. Yes. And I'm probably going to spend the first couple minutes of the sprint getting myself a chai tea.
Hot or ice is the real question.
You know, I can do either now because I have an ice maker up here. So I can do in the Keurig a shot. And then pour it over the ice. So I can do both.
I support it.
Yes, I do too. It's just not warm enough yet. It's warm, but not.
It was really hot here today. I'm in like the northeast of the U.S. and it was like almost 80 degrees and sunny, but it was snowing last week here. So
isn't that wild? The weather is so good. The weather is confused and it's making us.
I was like sweaty. My body's confused. It's like, are we spring or are we not yet? We don't know.
We've had like 4 freezing days and one of them was last Thursday.
Oh, of course.
We had like 3 in the winter and the last one was in spring. Like, yeah, you want to get to 28 degrees now?
Yeah.
Ours are trying to bloom.
The heartbreak. My birthday is next week and my one request is that it doesn't snow, which I feel like I shouldn't have to ask that in April, but like you have to be prepared.
That's right. All right, guys, it is sprint time. If you're ready, we're going to go for 15 minutes in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, that is the end of our second sprint. How did you guys do? I wasn't on mute, so you guys got to hear my Keurig going nuts making my chai tea.
An addictive sound.
Yeah, so now everybody's like, ooh, is there tea? Is there coffee? What's happening?
Caffeine. I can hear it in the distance. Come to me.
Unfortunately, it takes, I think we discovered it takes 3 cups of tea to make 1 cup of coffee.
Oh.
And I don't drink coffee. So I get to have 3 chai teas, I guess.
I love tea. Does your chai tea actually have caffeine in it? Because a lot of chai teas do not.
I don't know if this one does, but I know it tastes yummy.
If you need the caffeine, it's important to know. But chai tea is just like a good flavor.
Yeah, it just tastes good. One more sip. It's super hot still, so I gotta be careful. It's so good. Oh my goodness.
I'm such a baby when it comes to hot drinks. I can't drink anything too hot.
Like, it's weird because I love everything. If it's hot, if it's supposed to be hot, it needs to be really hot. If it's supposed to be cold, it needs to be really cold. But both, I'm like, ooh, it's really hot. Cold.
I have what they call in Japanese kitten tongue. I can't drink anything that's too hot or too cold, or it hurts my teeth and my tongue, and it makes me uncomfortable.
Oh man,
like a little kid.
Yeah, I didn't say it didn't hurt, but it just has to be that way.
I don't like the pain.
The torture of it all. It's part of the enjoyment. And if I'm burning my lips and tongue, then what is the point even?
Part of the experience. Like pizza rolls, it's part of the experience.
All right, so I think that this is where we left off, and let me remove the timer because it blocks all of the good stuff, because I want to see what you guys are saying. Go ahead and let me know how you did in the comments, and we are going to, there we are, the way around. Like last week I could set up the pool, and right now it's like snowstorm. See, now they know. Yeah.
It was exciting in the beginning.
Then it's like, whoa, okay, this is happening. And Tara likes Twitch also. Miguel, hello. So glad you're here. Oh, Miguel, let me tell you the trouble I had over the weekend with this video for Bridgerton. Yeah, it's like they were like, copyright, no, you can't post it. I'm like, seriously? Really? So yeah. He was
I like how they do the copyright check up front now, though.
I know
that's that cool.
Yeah, that makes it so much easier. So and then it let me see exactly what it didn't like. But I remember Miguel was saying that his got copyright from even his thumbnail was even giving him trouble. So
wow,
thumbnail was fine. I was fine until I got about a minute in. And then once I started using, because it's a review of the adaptation, so it's the book versus
so did you use like a movie clip?
So I just used parts of the trailer that's available everywhere, but they were
no trailer for you.
No trailer, not for me. Other people use it, but not me. So womp womp. But that's
the upload process is so long too, and it does it right at the end. So then you have to fix it and re-upload it. Like I'm happy they do it before it posts, but also like it's still really a long process.
Like it would be great if you could tell me when I first start as you're doing it.
Yeah, like the scan itself takes a couple seconds.
Yeah, scan it as you're uploading so I can know right away that I can just stop instead of waiting a half an hour and then finding out after it's all done. And I've already gone through all the stuff that I've now is trash. So I just went ahead and did at midnight I did a draw with me. So I just drew
that's fun.
Yeah, I did a really quick fan art. It's not anything spectacular, but YouTube obviously doesn't have a problem with my fan art, so I just did that instead. I was like, whatever, it'll be a draw of me and then I'll talk about this stuff. But it's all good. But I just wanted to have the pretty video clips.
Yeah, it adds like a whole new it makes it look professional. I think the video clip.
I think so too. But I guess YouTube really wants it to be like your stuff, not.
I get that, but I feel like I've seen there are a bunch of YouTube
channels
that do games reviews and movie reviews, and I feel like they
Mhm.
show so much of the movie.
They really do. So it depends on who you are. Look at whether they have 40,000 to 100,000 followers, and if they have check marks,
Yeah,
then
I
they
guess
don't.
that
YouTube doesn't care so much.
I believe that.
I've only got like a couple thousand followers, so YouTube's like,
You have
you're
a
not.
bajillion in the world of small author tube channels.
Yeah. And then I was just saying hi to Miguel who came in. And come on, it's going to jump. Oh my gosh. Why? Hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully I don't miss too many. There we go. There we go. I did a little bit of reading. Good. I love reading. So Sin and I, we are definitely down for the reading. Angelina got 192 words. Yay!
Nice.
Yes. Miguel says, still have to eat breakfast because it is almost 8 o'clock in the morning where Miguel is. So I'm getting used to where everybody is around the world.
I was just gonna say that, like, you just know, you're like, this is who they are and this is what time it is. It's so impressive.
Yeah, once they start coming regularly, and like with some of them, I chat with them in the Discord, so I kind of like know that it's probably 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning for Sin, also, who is a night owl, so she's okay. It's okay if she's up late.
Me too.
So yeah, I am a bit of a night owl. I go to bed at like 1:30, which some people think is insane.
That's
so
a perfect time.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I'm like, that's perfectly normal.
Sometimes, like, I've been telling myself, like, to go to bed a little bit early, so I'll start getting ready around 12:30. But then I don't end up actually like laying down and sleeping until like 1:30 anyway. So
right, exactly. I'm like, I know when I'm gonna go to sleep, so there's no reason. I use like 12:30 to 1:30 to just read and wind down.
Yeah. I do like an audiobook, and I wear makeup every day, so like I watch that off, and I always like procrastinate just enough that I feel like I'm always getting into bed after 1. Like, no matter when I start getting ready, like I procrastinate just enough.
Just enough.
Yeah.
Enough to get. You're going to sleep when you're when you're going.
Totally accidental.
I probably decided to stop procrastinating, which is why I may not comment. I make oh, that's fine. Yeah, comment whenever you need to, because
totally understand.
The thing is getting the work done. I have lurkers that come and they're just telling me I'm here, but I'm working, and I'm like, do it. That's perfect.
I love that.
We're just here to keep you company and to keep you going. I cannot use any of the footage. Oh, yeah. They're just, I know, but you could show your smiling face on your video, Miguel, and people
That's all we need.
Yep. And you can tell us what you think of Bridgerton. And, you know, it's mostly about getting other people's opinion. We're just curious to know what other people thought about it. So
I wonder, can you use like standstill shots? Like if you just did like a screenshot and you just gave like the episode and the time number, if it'll flag it?
It let me, like, I did some blending and it didn't tag me until really after I played like 4 seconds of a clip.
Okay.
So I think
very short time span.
I mean, like once I hit like 4 seconds, it flagged like all of that. And I'm sure if I just took that out, it would just keep flagging the next and the next and the next. Mm-hmm. Like there's a part of the video where I had overlapping, and it's a picture, and then like maybe just a 3-second video of them holding hands, but I had like other stuff, like words, like it was the intro, basically. The intro was fine. Mm-hmm. And after that, they're like, okay, that's it. You can't show anything else.
Maybe do it like how you have this background on StreamYard. Maybe like get a background and do like the clip like away from the.
I tried that.
Nope. It didn't work.
Nope.
Man, nope. I thought I was being.
Yeah, like when I tell you that was the bane of my existence over the Easter weekend, it really was. And they were like, no, we see what you did.
Yeah. I'm too scared to try to do stuff like that. Like the most I'll do is I'll show a book like in my hand. But other than that, I'm like, I don't get yelled at. So.
Oh, yeah. All right, guys. So we are at the 8 o'clock. So that means we're going to get ready for our next 15-minute sprint. I hope that you did your stretching, that you got something to drink, and that you're ready to get some work done, because we are going to start our next sprint in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, guys, that ends our third sprint. Go ahead in the comments, let me know how you did. Madie, how'd you do?
I have to do some counting. That was probably my least productive. I kept getting distracted. Is what I'm trying to get at. I managed 550 words of editing, so I did have like a little problem paragraph or two that I feel like took a little bit more work.
It happens. It happens. I am up to, so far, 932 words. It's a little bit below my average, but not bad. I'm getting about a little over 300 words every 15 minutes. So not bad. I won't complain.
That's good. 15 minutes is kind of like a short period of time to like get focused, get in the zone, and then to just write.
Yeah, that's why we usually only take 5-minute breaks, and then we like just roll right into them.
Keeps you fresh.
Yes, exactly. And it kind of calculates in that break where you would normally start wanting to get something to drink or, you know, looking at something else. It's like it's calculated in. You're going to do it right now and then right back at it.
I like that. I usually work like that. Like if I don't move for like 20 minutes, I can get a lot done. And then
exactly. Let's see, where were we on the comments? Since that's why do I find out now that you do draw with me, sign me up? Yeah, usually when I do my reviews, they're usually me talking about whatever book and movie or TV show while I draw fan art for it. So it's just a silly little fan art just to give me something to do. Because if I do a live, it is how it is. Whatever I say flops out of my mouth. But if I record myself, I'm going to edit it and chop it to pieces. I can't look at myself and edit.
I mean, that's kind of the point.
Yeah, I can't do it. So that's why I do lives are fine. But when I want to talk about something, I can't like have a script and talk about it with you because I'm just going to edit to pieces. So I'll just do a draw with me because I'll just draw and then I can talk about whatever it is, whatever book or thing that I'm doing a review on. And it makes my life so much easier.
I like that. And then you don't have to spend time editing either.
Like, why did I make that face? I want to edit out me making that crazy face, which I'm on the live, but I can't edit it out. It's done. You know what I mean? So that
takes away the worry for you.
It really does. So I do the draw with me's for those, and this Bridgerton one is just it's been a pain in the neck. But no need to apologize. I've only got 2 videos up that are the draw with me's. They're under like reviews or adaptations or something like that. Yeah, I feel like we cannot use any of the footage. Yeah, the copyright rules kind of weird since other people can and they can because we see it, but not us. Let's see. All the big people can use most of their footage. Yeah, that's I guess YouTube figures there. And whoever else that's making money for them. So, I've not started Rule of Wolves yet. I will get the ebook on Friday because, I'm 3 more weeks. Okay, these pre-order books were supposed to be here. Mine only ended up being 1 day late. But over in Europe, it looks like she was supposed to have it like maybe 2 or 3 days after it released, and they pushed it back a week, and now it's still not going to be here. So
that's heartbreaking.
Sorry. It really is, especially when you pre-order.
That happened with my copy of Fable. It like came out like within the first week of the month, and it wasn't actually delivered until the 20th. And I'm just sitting, or not Fable, the second one, Namesake. So I'm just sitting here like I'm so excited. People are talking about it. I want to read it.
Yeah, that's like it's almost like devastating. It's like I want mine. So
I don't usually pre-order. Like I have to be really excited about something to pre-order it.
The only reason why I pre-ordered is because I had waited to read King of Scars. It came out I think 2019, and I was like, oh, it's book 1 of 2. There's no way I'm not going to read it yet. So I waited, and then when they said it was going to be released, I'm like, okay, now I'm going to read the first one so that I can roll right into this.
I love that.
I can't, like, especially because it's going to be a cliffhanger of some sort. I cannot wait a year and a half.
So I'm kind of relatively new to like Bookstagram and like YouTube. Like my channel is only like a little bit less than a year old. And before then, I really didn't read like first books because like I didn't know that they were coming out and I didn't know that they were so highly recommended. So in the last year, I have read more first books with cliffhangers, and it's not as satisfying. It's been breaking my heart.
Yes. If I know it's going to be a first book, I'm like, I'm going to wait.
Yeah. And I get a book box now too, and they always have first books in them. So I love the box, but then I read it like Kingdom of the Wicked that came out in October. They sent that out, and now I'm like, I have to wait until the next October for the next one.
Yep. I don't like that. I'm like, give me all the books.
I'm not a fan.
So the reason why I haven't started Rule of Wolves yet is because I had Children of Virtue and Vengeance to read. So I was like, perfect.
I need to read that.
Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna talk about it. But oh my gosh. And I just found out it's not over. So now I'm stuck in the predicament that I don't.
Oh, the predicament.
There's going to be a third book. I didn't know this. I thought it was only
stuck
2.
In the predicament that I tried to avoid. Like there's so much weight in that statement.
I waited to read Children of Blood and Bone because I thought it was only going to be 2. I did. I do.
I'm glad you told me that because I was kind of waiting. I just haven't gotten around to buying a copy of both of them yet.
I'm like, if I would have known it was going to be, how did I miss this? I literally was like, how did I miss this? That this was going to be a third. That there was going to be a third book. I'm so upset.
I have like a separate bullet journal that I use for books because I'm so forgetful. So whenever I read like a first book and the second one isn't out, this has like stickers on it because it's hiding spoilers. But I do like a summary and the characters and where it ended and like my rating and stuff. So when the second book comes out, I can at least just reread a page instead of like 300.
Yes, because that's me. I would want to read the whole thing.
Yeah.
Just like. So this is this Children of Blood and Bone and Children of Virtue and Vengeance. It's a little upsetting because of, and I can't say anything, but just know that you need the third book. I'm just gonna say.
I'll be ready for that.
Okay, so be prepared.
When does the third book come out?
I don't know. Like literally, I'm finishing and I'm like, wait a minute, this doesn't feel like. Oh, is this how it's gonna wrap up? Okay, and then it's like, wait a minute. This is not wrapped up. So then I looked it up and I was like, oh, there's supposed to be a third book coming. So I literally just finished this book. So it's left in a place where but then I had to get on with the live stream with Sarah. So I haven't really got to look into it. So I don't know if it's written yet. If it's just waiting, I don't know anything yet.
Like, I just looked it up on Goodreads, and it's not titled and there's no cover, but there are reviews. There's 144 ratings, which means that like advanced reader copies should have come out or something in order for there to be reviews. So maybe not that long, but there is no cover and there is no title. So that usually makes me think it's going to be a while. I was looking for a date.
Oh, no.
I'm going to search the release date.
So all that to say that I was finishing this. It's a good thing to have 2 books when you're waiting for it. So I had to finish this, and then I'm going to start Rule of Wolves. So it's like Children of Virtue and Vengeance was my backup when I thought that Rule of Wolves was going to be late. And it was only a day late, but then I already started Children of Virtue and Vengeance. So I started. Now I got to finish it.
Good news. Google tells me 2021. It doesn't say when. But it says
sometime this year. So it's not going to be like nightmarishly long.
I mean, it depends. It could be December. Like we're only in April.
Or it could be like, oh, sorry, COVID has delayed it. So
how was King of Scars? That's on my TBR. It's not like super high, but it's definitely in the middle. I really like Lee Bardugo.
I really liked it. It's not Six of Crows. So if you go and think it's better than Shadow and Bone, in my opinion.
Really?
Because you already know all the characters.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least I would say half of the story is on par with No, it's better than Shadow and Bone. Because
is it like in the same world? Because she also has the Ninth House, which is a different world. So I guess I assume that King of Scars was also. I didn't read the synopsis. I'm terrible at that.
King of Scars is in the same world of Six of Crows and
Shadow.
And so
Sweet.
it actually follows two of the characters that I was curious about. So
Is it
Nikolai and Zoya, and then it also follows
I love Nikolai.
oh gosh, and not the names sometimes will slip because I'm reading another book, so now I've got like names.
Yeah.
That
I totally understand. When you read so many books, anybody who tells me they remember every character's name in every book they've read, I assume is a liar.
I'm like, how?
Yeah.
How do you remember every character?
Oh.
But I love, there's one of the characters in Children of Virtue and Vengeance and Children that has the same energy as Nikolai. And so I like that character a lot. I don't know.
I'm so
like
bad
this
at
character.
This.
I like this character, but I
get like book recommendations, and it's like, this is the vibe of the book, and that's how I decide if I want to read it or not. Like I shouldn't say this because this is a terrible admission. I very rarely like shop for books and look at the synopsis. Like I have to be finding a new book or a new author or just looking for fun. But most of my TBR is either authors I like, books that were recommended, the cover art is pretty, somebody told me it was enemies to lovers, fantasy, it's like dark humor, so I picked it up, and then like I'm reading and then I figure it out as I go.
Exactly. Like everybody's like, how many books do you DNF? And I've said not many, because if you hear it's bad, I'm just not gonna pick it up. Or and I will sometimes, I don't like to get too many spoilers, but I will sometimes see if people are just saying it's good because they like that and they like everything that you're just going to say it's good, or if they're just saying it's bad because there's one little thing that they don't like, so they're writing the whole. So I
have this thing where like I really hesitate to DNF books. I just read a book recently, The Starless Sea. I like forced myself through 80% of that book, but there are books that like the writing is really good, but the story might need some work. Or there's some books that like the story is really good, but the writing needs work, and you don't know that until you read the whole book.
Right.
I think I've DNF'd like 2 books in my entire life.
I try not to DNF. I try to really know before I go in, because also time is precious.
Yeah, I like to consume stories. The last book I DNF'd, it was like a really old published book that had like actual problems in the writing where it was like really hard to understand and it was really hard to follow, and there were like loopholes in the first like 20 pages, so it was like distracting and weird, and that's why like I had to like convince myself that it was okay to not make myself read this book.
Yeah, you have to. It was bad. Okay, it's not happening with this book. Yeah. In fact, you cannot screenshot anymore. Netflix, Apple, they all block. Oh wow.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That is interesting. Which is why that's too bad. Miguel said he showed the thumbnail for Bridgerton in the video about the plans for.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
So a video about something else, and you showed the thumbnail, and wow, see.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. Still said, oh yeah. Sometimes study. You got to get it done though. It's very important. We got to get
to study more.
Yeah, it's important. I know, guys. All my people out here that are in college, and you got to do it. It's important. 241 words. Yay!
Nice.
I got 300. Oh yay! Finally being productive. Good. Good. Do you script your videos? I somewhat script them. I more like PowerPoint them. So I'm not like just reading like this, and it's very so I definitely have PowerPoints, and some things I'm like, I definitely want to say this, so I make sure that I don't leave anything out mostly.
I like the bullet point system. I recently filmed like a whole video and I hated it and I deleted it and I refilmed the whole thing because I didn't script it. Oh, it was so all over the place. Oh, and the book box is Fairy Loot, and I love it. And I'm pretty sure they're like waitlisted. They blew up a lot in the last year. Whenever I started getting the box last April, actually, it's been a year. It was kind of a small company, but their like merchandise that they give you is like high quality, I think. Like I've gotten like nice like pillowcases that are like sturdy and will last me forever, and I've gotten like kitchen utensils and reusable metal spoons and or not metal spoons, like metal straws. Like it's just good like stuff that doesn't feel cheap. Some book boxes like cool. You can tell it's like an enamel keychain and a pin. Like
yeah,
I love it.
That's awesome. Regina, I've done this before. Hit the mute button so that you can really get into your work.
You're
and
extra productive.
Yep, you sure were. That's good. Okay, good night, Sin. It's like, what, 3 o'clock in the morning?
Good night.
That's okay.
Oh,
Good
super late.
Good night. He also says, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, all the rules for different rules for different streamers. It all makes things super confusing. That's okay. All right,
Even
guys.
just finding music is kind of confusing. Oh, I was sorry. Just finding music and stuff is also confusing.
Because some things are copyright free, and then it's not really copyright free. So surprise.
Yeah, or it's like copyright free when you started using it, and then it isn't
now
like 6 months later, and they're like, "Hey, by the way, like
now this video's down now." All right, let's get another sprint in. If you guys are ready, we are going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, guys, how did you do? We are almost done. We're going to do one more sprint and then we can chat a little bit. Whew. How's everybody feeling? Are you getting some words? I am up to 1,194. So not bad, not bad. Plus, I got 300 and some with Sarah earlier. So I'm going to have a good update tonight on World Nano on the Nano site. So you guys go ahead and let me know how you're doing. Are you getting the words in? Are you getting some work done? We had Ashley came in. Hello, Ashley. Let me go ahead and remove that because we don't need it right now. Michael also came in, but StreamYard's being a pain in the butt. So we'll just skip down to that one. Hello. He says hi to everybody. Hello, Michael. How are you doing? Let's see. Almost done studying. Going to read next. Brain needs a break. Sometimes your brain does need a break. I know studying is tough, you know.
I'm getting to that point.
Yep, you got to do it though. My daughter is in college and she was getting this close to getting burnt out, and I told her, I said, I forced her to schedule a do nothing day. And I said, do nothing means absolutely that. I said, try to do one every couple of weeks before you get burnt out, because she's in a lot of things. And she's got a 4.0 GPA and all of, yeah. So she's got a lot of stuff going on, and she's like, go, go, go. She volunteers for everything. And I said,
that's crazy. That's so impressive to have good grades and do that.
Yeah, she's a go-getter though. She's just that type of personality where she always has to have something going on. I said, but college is a different animal. So I said, schedule yourself a do nothing day and do nothing. I said, at the most, go for a walk, and just chillax. Literally,
so I don't think I could ever do nothing. So on my days off, I always tell myself I don't do anything that I don't desperately want to do. So I'll watch Netflix, I'll read, like you said, go for a walk. Like I'll do things all day, but I won't do anything that I feel like I have to do because I need to get it done.
Yeah, she's like me. So she's like, can I clean up? I was like, is there anything in cleaning that you, because she's in college also, she's doing all these things. I
know exactly what that means. I have my own house. I have to wash all of the things.
I said, do it the night before. I said, you're already going to be tired and busy. And so since you're already tired, go ahead and clean up. So you're not going to clean up. I said, the only thing you're allowed to clean up is if you find something relaxing or therapeutic. She goes, ooh, like fold clothes. So she likes to fold clothes. So I said, yeah, you can fold clothes. That's it.
It's an important lesson to learn. And most people don't learn it until far after college. Like I graduated 2, maybe 3 years ago now, almost 3 years ago. And I'm just now getting the swing of I protect me time. Just recently, like in the last 6 months, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's so important. So now she's on it. And I'm like, did you schedule at least one this month? I try to tell her to do 2, but at least
That's awesome. You're such a good mom.
I try to protect that 4.0 GPA.
So it's something to brag about.
She's going to want to go to medical school. She needs all the good grades. Yeah. That's very good, Angelina. 218 words. Yes. See, I'm trying to figure out how to enter handwritten words into NanoSite.
Oh, I don't like how they took away a lot of settings. Like you used to be able to, a long time ago, you used to be able to do pages and minutes and hours. And then they just did words and hours. And now you can only do words.
Yeah, so I'm like, I have no idea how to do my artwork, so I just didn't count it. I just did 25,000 words as my goal because I'm like, I don't know how to calculate my artwork, but that's what I'm really working on. So
some people do minutes, like you just calculate the minutes. For handwritten, I would maybe like count 1 or 2 of your pages, take an average, and then every page you write, just put the average in.
My handwriting, I'm just like, oh, that's maybe small handwriting. How many words per line? Estimate how many lines that is, and that's what I add.
Yeah.
Yay. All right. He's listening to his class. Are you listening?
That's important.
To class? Yes. Very important. Let's see. 4.0. Yeah, she's always had a 4.0 GPA since like
that's crazy.
Straight A's since since always. As when they started counting it, it's like 4th grade. She's just she's that kid. She's always gotten like on all of the tests that they do. She's always gotten like the highest score on the end of grade testing and all. She literally is just that kid.
I'm jealous. I wish I was that kind of person. They don't have cabins anymore. They have groups. So they just started doing that last year. 2 years ago, they had cabins. Now they have groups, and the difference is it doesn't have a fun name, and it stays there all year round. So if you like your writing buddies, you can get a hold of them all year round. But they could just call it cabins, and it would be so much cuter. So.
Yeah, right? So Sin has a Discord. So we have a cabin in her Discord. I'm like, and this is my first, so I didn't know that I was missing all these things, and they're telling me all the things that I missed out on for not doing.
We should make just like a general like AuthorTube Camp NaNoWriMo Discord, and then we can make individual chats for the cabins, and we can have like a main chat for everybody who wants to hang out, and then we can have individual chats with cabins. We should do something like that. That would be something
I think they might have tried this on Facebook, but nobody ever goes to Facebook. So
yeah, I don't check. Like I was in the Facebook group and I put a lot of work into checking for the first few months, but I'm sorry to everybody I left hanging on Facebook. It's just not my platform.
It's not mine either.
Personal stuff. Like it's my Facebook account from high school. Like I don't need the people I'm meeting on AuthorTube to get all my updates for my entire life. It's so weird.
That's hilarious.
Well, I mean, you make one Facebook account when you're younger, and then you just have it until you're an adult and you quit. And that's kind of how it goes.
Pretty much. The only way I can discuss Bridgerton is to... Oh, you can do it through video. You just can't show. You have to like be talking. I'm gonna upload my my draw with me, and I'll let you know how it goes. But I don't think they didn't seem to have a problem with my thumbnail, so I'll show you how my thumbnail is and. It'll just have to either be you talking or you showing something else that you do. So I guess, I'm sorry. I know it stinks because the pictures and the clips are so beautiful, you know?
I mean, can you like dispute it? I know that probably takes a lot of time, so you might have to do it a few days in advance, but if it's like I've never done anything that would be copyrighted. But can you just like submit to YouTube and show like, look, I'm not actually showing anything.
Yeah, well, I think
I'm showing the free thumbnail or the free trailer.
I think you can, and you can have them actually look at it. So if he really wanted to do it, I think his thumbnail though is like the Bridgerton poster with some other words added to it. And I guess that wasn't enough of a change.
I feel like if you have an actual human look at that though, they go, okay, it's the poster. Like I know the computer system just flags whatever it finds a match for. Yeah,
and that these people are, even though we're AuthorTubers and booktubers, we're actually doing a review, you know. But for me, I'm just like, I don't want the hassle. I just want a clean video that they're not going to complain about.
Yeah, me too.
Or change their mind down the road. Like, okay, well, I guess we'll kind of approve this. And then after you've been having it posted for a while, then they say, remember, we changed our mind. Never mind. No.
Whenever they flag something, it steals all of your views and watch time too. So from the Worldwide Write-a-thon, I just had a problem where like, I guess it registered all the subscribers I got that day because it was for a small channel, it was like a spike. It registered it as spam. And it stripped me of like 20 subscribers, and it didn't show that they unsubscribed. They just like disappeared like they never did. And like 30 hours of watch time, which when you're tiny is like a lot of watch time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't stream a lot, so that was like a big number to see go missing. I think they're fixing it because now it says data unavailable. But because it was on the 14th that I streamed, they took all of my views for the entire day. They didn't just take the ones from that video. It took them from the entire day because they weren't sure which views really went with what. It was a whole thing.
That's wild. Yeah, I sometimes I know that other AuthorTubers were talking about this. Once you hit a certain threshold, every time you get some more subscribers, it seems like some just disappear for no reason. And it's just
Well,
like, where are they going? Now I've heard that there are
yeah.
that go through and they clear out some old accounts sometimes, or
I think
odd
that's what
accounts.
happened.
And I'm like, it's like you get a spike and then they all of a sudden say, hey, let's check this account. Oh,
Yeah.
she's got in there.
I
Oh,
like Googled it and it said every once in a while, like I don't know if it's every certain span of time or like you said, they just clear out old accounts, but if they mark anything as spam, so like if somebody subscribes and never watches your videos and never interacts with anything, I don't know how long it takes, but YouTube says that they'll take them off as a subscriber to try to protect like accurate numbers.
I'm like, I want all my subscribers.
Yeah, like I worked hard for those. Like that one person who took away liked me 6 months ago. So
yeah, exactly. Leave them alone. They'll watch something else eventually when they get around to it.
Whenever they come back to YouTube or buy a new phone or like whatever the problem was, like they'll come back, I swear.
Remember their password.
I have family members who have subscribed that are older, and I like wonder, like my grandmother, she's so supportive and she watches she calls them my TV shows that I make because she watches them on her smart TV and she has like my cousin like set them up. So I'm wondering, like, she has this inactive YouTube account. It's just a matter of time before she gets like marked as spam and taken away.
That's funny. Charlie was talking about the cabin. She said, I never did. Yeah, I didn't know either. So I'm so jealous of 2 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like amazing, but the platform looked different. Like it looks like all formal and adult like now, but it used to actually have like an image of like a campground in the background, and your cabins had like little tents like next to them.
Oh,
I mean, I'm sure you
can
Google the picture if you're interested in what it looked like. It just looks kind of boring to me now.
See, and that's all I've ever known. I'm like, wow, this is what everybody's all excited about. But I didn't know before, so I'm like,
I don't think a lot of people were a big fan of the change.
No, I don't hear anything good ever about the change. But people like doing nano, so
yeah,
that's what they've
on YouTube.
Yeah, all the old and creaky. Yeah, it's so old and creaky. Like who does this anymore? I literally I had to start a Facebook just to do the author tube on Facebook, and nobody does anything over there.
I think it's like a lot of new people who get really excited and they want to be on all of the platforms and all of the groups. So they like make accounts to join like the groups on Facebook. But then like, it's because not a lot of people do it. I feel like it's always new people because it's always people who are excited. And then as they realize that nobody does it, they like eventually stop. But then new people are coming in at the same time. It's like an endless cycle.
Yeah, so I'll just check in every couple months to see if there's any new people. Like, hey, we're not really on here. Catch us over on YouTube. I don't know.
And you don't have to apologize. I think my numbers will come back. But thanks for feeling my pain. I have such a little channel. It was so painful.
It's hard. It's hard out here in these YouTube streets.
Well, the next day, my sister called me and she was like, hey, I was watching your newest video. And I was like, thanks, that was so sweet. And she said, so I clicked on your name and it tells me that your channel has no content. I about had a heart attack. It was just like an internet loading problem. Like she closed YouTube and opened it back up and it was there. But like hearing that after I just like reported issues on my channel, I was like, oh yeah, what do you mean?
We'll show you.
How dare you complain?
You complain about us, we'll show you. Oh, that would be so scary. All right, guys, let's do one more sprint. And then since it's 9 o'clock, let's do one more sprint and then we can chat some more and we'll find out who's sprinting next. Okay. So if you're ready, at the 9, we'll stop at 9:15 in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, guys, that was our last sprint. Go ahead in the comments. Let me know how you did. Did you get a lot done? Madie, how'd you do?
I actually moved on to video editing. So in the last sprint, I did the last like 300 to 400 words that were in a chapter, and it was a really good place to stop. So I edited the beginning of a YouTube video, and I made it about six minutes in. So I think that's pretty good for doing all the cropping and adjusting and stuff as I go.
Oh, that is good. Yeah, I'm up to about a little over 1,300 words. I'm at 1320. Nice. So yay, that's not bad for 2 hours writing.
I've just seen Flurry joined us.
What's that?
Flurry joined us in the background. He was sitting there. He likes to be in the camera.
Hello, Kitty. Oh,
my office buddy. This is our printer, and I swear he's like destroying it with.
Oh yeah, look at that. He's getting some attention now.
I love him. Sorry, he's stealing the show.
That's all right. Mine did that earlier on Sarah's stream. They love the attention. Let's see, where are we in the comments? Also, I might just do a time-lapse of me editing history videos since I'm starting a second channel. Oh, cool.
A second channel.
Yeah. I don't have the energy for a second channel. I know, right?
I barely have the energy for one channel.
Damn. And you see, I'm trying to condense YouTube and Twitch already. I'm like, can I do these at the same time?
Yes. The answer is yes.
I'm all about trying to save time. I'm like,
work
as long
smart,
as they let me. Yeah. So kudos to you on a second channel. I'm like, all of my stuff is book and writing and drawing related. So I'm like, that can all be on one channel. I'm also older than you guys. And so I'm like, I really
hard to believe. It's hard.
I really can't. Yes. Let's see.
Facebook 2.0. Yeah.
Something.
Everyone's just on Instagram now. Instagram was like the new platform.
I know. And it's like, it's funny because you can do so much more with Facebook. But I remember you guys are, Madie, you and some of you other ones, y'all are youngins. Y'all don't remember MySpace. But MySpace.
Oh, I had MySpace.
Oh, you did have one?
I had MySpace in middle school.
Cool.
That's when it stopped being a thing, was when I was in middle school.
Yeah.
And you could put like a song to play when somebody opened your page, and you had to learn a little bit of HTML or CSS coding to make a background. It was fun.
You could make all your own stuff. That was so cool. And like I had all the cool, pretty things when I was in college. Because that's how old I am.
We felt like computer programmers because we actually had to learn coding to like make backgrounds. But in reality, we were just like blowing pictures up.
Yeah. So everything changes. Like it's very cyclical. So yeah. And now I guess it's Instagram's turn.
I think Instagram is fading. I mean, it's still really, really popular, but I do think TikTok is really taking over because that kind of blew up with like a younger generation. So half of what's even on Instagram is like TikTok now. So I have a feeling that Instagram will slowly, over the next couple of years, funnel its way out.
And I have a TikTok that I don't use. I started and I was like, I guess I'm using this to watch other people's TikTok. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just wasted a whole lot of time watching TikToks. I am
interested but scared to start one. Like that's like more video work. I already have too much video work.
Yeah.
And I'm not like funny or quick or anything.
Neither. I'm like, what are they doing? Like,
yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be like everything else. BookTube's just gonna move over, and AuthorTube, we're just gonna move over there and bring our boring.
I'm a little bit too old for TikTok. Like, I feel like I would be like walking in with my cane, like, "Hey kids, what are you doing over here on TikTok?"
Let's come on, let's come up with our AuthorTube dance. AuthorTube TikTok. Like, no, it's not happening. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I don't even Facebook anymore.
It's like, really? No. Like, I would probably be on even less if the pandemic hadn't happened. Like,
yeah, probably.
Forced so or some more social media stuff for me than
I started my platform right before the pandemic happened, so it was almost like you get a little bit more free time to figure things out.
Well, oh, thanks. Yeah. So I only have 2 so far because even though I have a lot more drawings, I just haven't done more videos. But there's 2 that I'm looking forward to doing. One is for the Shadow and Bones. So I'm gonna do but I haven't seen enough to really do characters. I guess I could do characters based on other people's fan art, but I would like to do characters based on what they're going to look like in the show. And that's what I did for my other ones. Cool. Once I know what the characters are going to look like in the show, because these are all the ones I do are from books. So when it's a book, all of it is other people's fan art. So I'm like, okay, I'm doing fan art off of someone else's fan art.
Yeah, I mean, they do have pictures of like the characters because it comes out kind of soon.
Yeah,
so that would be a safe bet.
So
he scared me. He like jumped right up in my face.
He's like, hey.
Yeah, did you forget I existed? Because I'm right here.
Yeah, so I'm gonna there's some good pictures in the trailer, but they're very dark. So I want a good pose picture to do.
Yeah, it would be hard even to look up the actors because they're not like dressed and they're not in character. So it's they do a lot of makeup and stuff.
And I try to do them in character if I can. Let me pull up, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Because I showed a little bit on Sarah's screen, but so this is the one that I did.
Aww.
And it's not great, but it was
use
like
Procreate.
Some when I'm on my iPad, yes. I also
Procreate.
I do too. It's like so easy to use.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it's kind of cheap for what it is. Like people like professionally design and do like graphic stuff in Procreate, and it's like what, like $7 or $10, like for a whole program.
Because I also have, what is the other one I have? Clip Studio Art, and I hardly ever use it. Even though Clip Studio is probably more like Photoshop and GIMP, but Procreate is just, it's easier.
I like Procreate.
I like it a lot. So I do a lot of stuff in Procreate. So yeah. So that's the one that I did for Bridgerton. And I'll probably post it tonight. I don't see any problem with my thumbnail, so I shouldn't have any problem. At least I didn't have a problem with my thumbnail the first time. That wasn't the problem. So, and
Facebook actually bought Instagram. That comment.
Wow.
This is the Facebook. Yeah, they keep asking me if I want to merge my like Facebook Messenger and my Instagram Messenger. Like, no, I don't want to junk up my Instagram Messenger. I quit Facebook for a reason.
Right. I'm done sitting for tonight. Yay!
Thank goodness.
I'm so happy for you. Yes. You're very welcome. 231.
Yay for plotting.
Yay for plotting. Yes, I'm a plotter too.
I'm definitely a pantser, but I know that I write more efficiently when I plot, and I feel like my mind's sort of more together when I plot, but I have more fun when I like just write.
Yeah, pantsing can be fun. I call myself a plotter with pantser tendencies because as I'm plotting, sometimes I'm like, oh, the words are here, and I just want to start writing, and so I think
I'm the exact opposite. Like as I'm writing, when I get stuck, I'm like, man, I actually have to plan out what I'm doing, or it's gonna be a dumpster fire. So.
Yeah, and if it changes too much, like as I'm writing, I'm like, I think I have a whole separate story. Sometimes if you're writing, you plot and you're writing, you're like, wait a minute, everything is changing. Put that plot to the side, and now sometimes you literally have two different stories that don't go together in your head.
Why I don't plot.
Two stories. But that's two different plots. That's awesome. That's amazing.
Well, I tried two stories. Everyone always recommends like write an outline and then write your book, and then as your book changes, update your outline. And that whole process was just so time consuming and stressful for me. I was like, I'd rather just write and enjoy writing. And I decided instead to learn as much about story structure as I could so I can get a better feel for it. So I can just say, you know what, like at this point in the story, this kind of thing has to happen instead of plotting. Because then like I never write what I actually plot. Like it might be like 20% similar to the outline.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I say that. I just re-outlined my book. So that was probably a terrible thing to admit. But I like hand wrote, and color coded like a whole outline, and I've been keeping it on my desk, and I'm trying to see how long it'll take for me to mess it up.
Oh no. See, the outline's supposed to help you keep it straight so that you don't have people changing their age and where they're from. Oh, that person died and you just wrote them back in.
The fun part about being an editor is I can usually catch myself in the moment whenever I do that. Like
that's good.
Make like a style sheet like it's after like they're done writing, but I like to make mine while I write for that reason.
It's like she's going home to visit her parents. And it's like, wait, her dead parents?
Yeah, her dead parents. The parents are always dead or on a journey or something. Like there are never any parents anywhere. Nobody is visiting their parents. Huge plot hole question mark. I don't care what the book is. If you're visiting your parents,
that's automatic red flag. Wait a minute.
You can tell I read too much YA.
Yes. How are their parents and this child is allowed to do all these things? The parents must be dead. Oh yeah.
Parents must be dead. Yeah. Easy solution. I can't wait till that turns into a cliche and people stop doing it. I feel like it's going to be quite a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Corey does not return your hello. He's asleep.
Sorry. He just wanted all the attention.
Yeah. He's probably mad at me for not playing with him.
Oh, poor guy. Saying that in live journal.
I have like seen and heard of live journal, but never actively like had one.
Yeah. And when I still hear about people talking about live journal, I'm like, is that still a thing?
Is it?
I don't know, but I sometimes hear people mentioning live, and I'm like, that can't be still happening. Is it? I don't know.
It is a thing. What? You could just go make one right now if you wanted. Wow.
I'm just going to go take clips of this and make them a bunch of like TikToks because who's got time?
Yeah. I think that's why like people who have Instagrams who move it over to TikTok, the reels, they just make TikToks that are 30 seconds or that the first 30 seconds or at least like make sense. And then they just share it to Instagram as well. And then it's like 2 birds in one stone.
Oh my gosh. That's a lot.
10 videos a day. That is too much. 1 video a day is a little much.
Yeah. On YouTube, me doing 1 video a month feels like a lot. No.
I mean, that involves my face. I've been trying really hard to do 2 videos a week on YouTube, and it is so hard, mostly because of the high demand for vlogs. People want to watch vlog, whether you vlog your day or your afternoon or your week. It's just like a big thing right now. Those are so time consuming to fill. Like
they are, because you have to literally remember, I'm doing something. Get out the camera. Yeah. It feels like it takes you out of whatever you're actually doing. I
do so much less writing when I have to vlog the day.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I'm just like, oof, let me just do this live stream. And then people will go back and watch the live stream. So I'm like, that
kind of surprises me. I don't know. Like, I don't do a whole lot of that because the part of the live stream is like interacting with the chat. So my last live stream got like a decent number of views after I posted it. And every time I got a notification, it confused me. Like,
yeah.
What do you mean they commented on my video?
It's like, that video got how many views? Why?
I mean, that's awesome. I'm glad people do that.
Yeah, but I think people are like, oh, I need to write. And they kind of get a feel for how people do their sprints. And so they're like, oh, that person does, like Sarah does the 4, 8, 16, and you get, hey, that's what I want. Or if I do the 15-minute sprints, they're like, oh yeah, I want a bunch of quick, pop them out 15.
Well, I guess some people are like interesting to talk to,
Yeah.
Or listen
and then
to
listen to their chat in between.
Their book-related complaining chat.
Yeah, or do like me, I just put one on and I just work right through.
That's normally what I do. If I'm attending anyone's live stream, sorry, I'm ignoring you 80% of the time. Like I'm in my zone.
Yeah, so am I, and it's fine. And I'll hop in. I'm like, oh, I missed like 3 chat sessions, but let me say something now because I'm
Yeah.
stopping what I'm doing. But I
Every
don't
word
think
is
it really
appreciated.
cares. Yeah, I have my lurkers. They come on and say, I'm here, I'm lurking. I'm like, hey, get your work
I like
done.
that
And
terminology.
yeah,
I'm lurking.
yeah, I like it. So yeah, it's good to have your lurkers. Got 1,200. Ooh, nice.
That's a good number.
All right. Yeah. Everybody else is watching it. Do it. No, I'm the
Do
worst.
it. I might have like watched it all the way through like twice already.
I might have
Yeah.
to.
The
But
second time was like
research
a folding
purposes.
laundry kind of watch. You know, like you watch it once and you sit and enjoy it, and then the second time you're like, I'm just gonna put it on while I like do things in the house.
Yeah, exactly. So it's good. It's fine.
Yeah.
Watch.
Do it. Peer
Oh,
pressure.
it does have some kind of sort of nudity parts. So just
Oh, yeah. That's
be
important to
aware
tell me.
of that. Yeah, yeah. Because yeah, you should know that going in. If
No
you want to,
surprises. You should know
yeah,
that.
I don't. Like, why didn't she tell me? Or
My eyes!
you might
My
you might be like,
goodness.
why aren't there more? I don't know. Whatever end of the spectrum you're on.
We don't want to disappoint you either way.
Right. If you need to be
Can you
forewarned,
put like
they're there.
more? I think if you put more in, you would start to lose like some story.
Yeah, I think it's got enough.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Thank you, Michael. Yeah, it was at midnight, and it took. It was just I needed it, so I
It's
was
got
like,
some good shading.
Thank you. I didn't do any of the highlights though. I did do some shading, but not the pop highlights. It's okay. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's like a
more of
professional
it.
stage step.
Yeah, I'm like, this is a quickie fan art. Really, I just want to review the stinking show. I didn't even want to do
I just need my hands to do something while I talk.
yeah, so I can make a video. I like real better. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, I like reels. I don't like that the reels are like less than the TikTok videos because a lot of the good TikTok videos that make its way on Instagram, you don't see the whole video. And it's like disappointing and irritating. Like either make a new video that's made for Instagram or like Instagram has to make 60-second reels, which I'm sure will happen eventually. But I spend most of my free time looking at reels.
Oh yeah. I'll probably put my glasses on in 30 seconds.
Yeah, the imagery of it taking an entire 30 seconds is comical.
Right? Michael cracks me up. I like live stream after the fact because that means I can watch them on my schedule. Okay.
Us creators appreciate you.
Yes, we really do. And she is one, so we watch hers too. And she does all
Oh, is
crafties.
the channel under the same name?
It's on Twitch.
Oh, I don't have Twitch yet. Whenever I do that, I'll remember you, Ashley.
Well, yeah. She'll be on with me sometimes. So we'll catch you, Madie, when
I'm always looking for
finally
new
get it.
author tubers to follow, especially now. Like I feel like I just stay too on top of like the videos. Like I've never just like run out of YouTube content to watch before, but I've been doing that recently.
Yeah.
I was so ready. I was like, I'm typing in her name. I'm subscribing.
I remember I was watching a few author tubers before I got into AuthorTube, and I got in right at October. So it was like Preptober and then NaNoWriMo. So everybody was streaming all the time. And I didn't realize that during events, certain people will do more live streams than they normally do. So then
I don't normally live stream consistently, but I do for NaNoWriMo.
Yeah. So I was like, wait, where is so-and-so? Where is so-and-so? And I'm like, what? They're streaming at like 7 in the morning. What? No.
I made a realization
I'm like,
that you
so
guys might be able to
sad.
help me with about the YouTubers and the following and the streaming. I'm pretty sure like 98% of the people that I follow and I attend their stream are all ladies. So if you know any really interesting like gentlemen YouTubers for AuthorTube and writing,
There's
like
one.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I think Michael and RJ are the only two that I like follow that are guys, and
Yeah.
it's sad. So.
And Miguel, I don't know if he live streams yet, but I know that Miguel, and I think he's in college. I believe he does videos. I don't know if he does any live streams.
I like the videos. I watch the videos a lot. It's primarily what I do YouTube for. I do live streams just to hang out occasionally.
So yeah, Miguel's got videos.
Don't be shy.
And there are some really interesting author tubers. I like Charlie. He has a lot on world building, or Charlie, they have a lot on world building and stuff like that. So I like to watch their channel. And there are a few.
Yeah, so I just was looking at my subscription page and I was like, what's with this? All these ladies. I mean, like, yeah. Like, I can't control that. They're just people I found that I was like, I want to support you. I'm going to subscribe. But I just know there's so many people I can't find yet because YouTube sort of does that to you. So I'm always like, I'm actively hunting for people.
Yeah. When I first got into AuthorTube, I was only seeing the same, like, really big people over and over. And they were making, like, literally the same video. Yeah. And so at first it was a little bit boring. But then I did something different. I think I felt like I'd seen all of these before. So I was like, well, these are also kind of old. So let me go back and look for just this week. I changed the settings. And there are all these new people. And I'm like, what?
That's brilliant. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Like, you can just set it to show you, like, what are the options? Can I do, like, today? Or is it just, like, this week?
Yeah, I think you can do today, this past week, and this past month. So I found several, and then after that, I forget, I did something else. I started getting kind of like specific, and then I found more author tubers. And then as soon as I started watching some of their videos, the saddest thing is that you get into their videos and then you're like, wait a minute, they haven't posted in like 6 months or 9 months. And so and it's like, why I'm leaving AuthorTube. And it's like, what? I like you.
The hard thing is, it's like so hard to grow sometimes that I think people give up. Like, you just get to the point where people are starting to find you, but then they see such a low number for such like a lot of hard work, and then they just don't want to put like in the effort, and it's heartbreaking. Like,
yeah, it's hard.
It hurts me.
But also, if YouTube isn't showing those people's videos, they're not high enough for
I feel like it's just like the algorithm.
It's not there.
It's nothing against your videos. It's like some of the content, like I found people who might have 10 videos who have really good video quality, like high video quality. They're fun to listen to talk. But I was I watch a lot of Think Media videos, and they do like YouTube growth. And he said the average channel that has over 1,000 subscribers has 100 videos posted. 100. That's so many videos. Like,
yeah. Thank you, Ellen Cat. Yeah, it's so strange because I'm like, in the year that I had been watching the same author tubers, wondering why there aren't more of these people, YouTube could have been showing me all of these smaller author tubers that I find out later that I like, but they're no longer there. And I'm not going to mention that for a long time, I didn't see certain types of author tubers, and now I find out that there's a whole lot of author tubers that look like me. I didn't see any of them. None.
I think that there's this, like, I feel like the algorithm could be set up for when somebody creates a channel and they start making, like, videos in any niche, they should have, like, a minimum amount that they're going to show that video to random people. Like, AuthorTube, or, like, just YouTube in general doesn't do that. At first, they won't show your video at all. They'll wait to see if people come and find it and interact with it and can get to it themselves, which they can't because you start with no subscribers and no watch time.
Yeah, nobody knows that you're there.
Yeah, so if they said, like you get impressions, if they're like, well, I'm going to show this person's first video to 1,000 people and see what happens. And then, if that works, then they can do like 5,000 people. I think it should be a thing, and it's not. And YouTube cares more about the money and the watch time and the advertisements than they do about the little people.
Sometimes you'll type in someone's name specifically, and it will give you 3 other similar names before the name that you actually typed in. That really frustrates me.
I have typed in people's names before that had, I guess, common names, and I went through 2 pages of searches, and I didn't see their thumbnail. And at one point, I was like, am I even spelling it correctly? Like, why isn't it popping up.
Yeah, I've had to type in their name and specifically something that I know that they did. Like if they, a live stream booked, I have to type in their name. Plus, I have to get super specific because everybody else
you have to look up the exact title of one of their most popular videos to find them. Like, it shouldn't be that hard.
What? Yeah, I'm like, come on, YouTube, show these people, because I don't want to. It's heartbreaking to find them after they've already gone, or sometimes they announce that, hey, I'm leaving. Sometimes they just don't. They just haven't posted in like 9 months. But before that, the videos that they had posted were good. But now, they.
Yeah, I guess part of me just wonders, like, what if they just, I don't know, what if it wasn't YouTube and they just decided that, like, for their own, like, free time that they were going to stop? Because I think about how much work I put in YouTube. It's a lot of work, and you don't, like, get paid for it for any kind. So it's a lot of work and a lot of science and learning about marketing and looking at all these numbers to do this, and you don't get paid a penny for it. No. At least not until you get a little bit bigger.
And then you still don't. Trust me, you still don't.
When you get monetized, I heard that you get like a couple pennies for your videos.
Quite literally. And it's funny because the things that would go viral, you can't monetize, and now obviously you can't even post them because they'll be like something, if you do something with a certain song or from a certain popular movie.
Yeah. I think that's another reason why Instagram is being more popular for like songs specifically, because they have a feature where you can add like songs, popular songs, no matter what they are, into videos. And I think that just took so much stress out of like creation.
Yeah, like
right there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Their YouTube channel has streams. My Instagram has no posts, $65. I'm not sure what the community wants me to do.
I think Instagram is really good about new accounts. It asks you, like, it says this person created an account, they have in their bio that they write, are you interested? Mm-hmm. And I'll click on them and it'll be like 50 or less followers. I think they're really good about just like promoting casually. So I don't know. YouTube's
they do that. They do that. I like when they're like, so-and-so that also follows these people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, let me see. Maybe I am.
See, that's fun on Instagram, but when Facebook tells me stuff like that, I get really irritated. Like, why are you telling me? I don't even care.
Does Facebook do that? This is how little I'm on Facebook.
So I never had the Facebook app. I just had Facebook Messenger, and I recently had to download it for something, and it'll tell me that somebody I'm friends with commented on somebody I don't know's post to see if I'm interested, and I'm not. It'll be like, your dad commented on his friend's post like 2 days ago. I'm like, okay, and does this involve me?
Yeah. Oh gosh. Let's see. It can be a guest in writing live with you. Yeah, absolutely.
How fun.
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. Hit me up on the Discord or on Instagram. For sure. Because I'm always down for having someone come and write with me. I always say it's more fun to write with others than it is on my own.
It definitely is.
Yeah, it helps keep you honest.
I streamed by myself this morning for the first time, and it was lonely.
Oh,
that's okay.
Yeah, it takes some getting used to, because like you really have to read the comments, and then I feel like sometimes when I read, I need to stop talking to read. Like, I'm not one of those people that can talk and read, because I
definitely can't.
Yeah, I'm slightly dyslexic too, so I will misplace words. So sometimes I have to read them twice because the words will just be in the wrong order.
Yeah, and when I stream, I think it's easiest to read it on the screen, like the broadcast screen, and not the comment section. So I have to upload it and wait for it to load and then read it, because then it's bigger. I have like really bad eyesight. It's bigger.
So I feel like sometimes I miss some things in the comments. So it's helpful to have someone else there. I like it. Let's see.
Yeah.
Because I don't know you.
Facebook is not a platform for growth. Facebook is a platform for sharing things with distant family members that you don't want to call, but like you want to know that like you're okay.
Yeah.
Like that's what Facebook is for.
And it's like, do you really want them to know what you're writing? Because are they just going to give you a hard time about it? I have like a few cousins be way into this kind of stuff, but they're also young. I don't know. They're like, I'm like, they're also way younger than me. It's just different when it's your own like cousins, but they're way into all the same stuff that I'm in. But I'm like, I always tell them, yeah, you guys should get into like the author tube and all of that.
Definitely. Kind of if they do, I'm hunting for author tubers actively.
But it's so weird because you're like my baby cousin.
It's never too young to start being creative.
That's right. Never sounds like yes, Charlie.
I have a cane and very bad eyesight. It's very accurate. My astigmatism is actually so bad that if it got any worse, I would not be able to wear contacts. And my small prescription, because like you have your glasses prescription and then my contacts prescription are weaker because they go directly on my eyes. It's like plus 4.25, negative 2.25. It's like really high. And then my glasses are 5+. Like I'm not kidding when I say I have really terrible eyes.
Oh no.
Like the cane was a little bit of an exaggeration, but I can tell you I'm blind. I'm going to see my nose up close.
Yeah, that's how I feel when I start reading the comments and I'm like, I would really like to get a little closer, but I'm doing this.
I was editing and I was hunched over and I actually reminded myself, I was like, people can see you. Like, sit up.
And see, this is why I would rather do a live stream than a video with my face, because I'm like, oh, all that's going to be edited out. No to see that.
And but sometimes you can't even edit it out. Like sometimes I make a dumb face in the middle of a sentence.
It's like there's no way to fix that.
Yeah, it just is there now. It exists.
Oh my God.
Everyone's making fun of me. Thanks, guys. My family will tell you that I haven't actively posted on Facebook in like 5 years. I just have one. It just sits there for people to tag me and stuff.
Oh, dude. All right, you leave Madii alone. Oh, that's funny.
I don't even know what to say to that. I wanted to say something witty, but I don't have anything witty to say to that. They would be helpful. I actually used to crochet a whole lot. Like it was like a big hobby of mine. I don't have any time for it anymore, but it's just like solidifying the grandma stereotype.
That's okay. That's your energy, Madii. That's all right. That's all right.
Holding at peace.
It's a good energy.
Thanks.
It's just for personal use for me. Yeah. It's like, like too many platforms. I cannot. All right, guys. I gotta go because I need to do food. I'm hungry.
Same.
Madii, it was so much fun having you on.
It was so much fun streaming with you. Thank you for inviting me. I was so excited when I seen your message. I was like, oh, this sounds so... And I'm off work today, so it worked out perfectly.
Yay. If you're off on another Wednesday, just let me know.
I'm usually off on every Wednesday, so let me know.
I need a Wednesday writing buddy. That would be cool.
I am writing. I have streams on my channel every Wednesday from like 12 to like 1:30. And then like I have like a little break and then I can hop on if you ever need something.
Oh, yay. Cool. That sounds like fun. All right. So I'm going to, you want to go ahead and do your outros?
Oh yeah. I'm never prepared for this. My name is Madii. I am an editor and a fantasy writer. I post writing related videos twice a week on the Bound by Words YouTube channel. That is the name of like my YouTube and my Instagram and my website and my editing business and everything.
Awesome. If you guys want to get some more sprints in, I believe at 9:30 Central, maybe, Ashley is going to be streaming over on Twitch. Go ahead and check out Twitch. Also, if you're on here, Devin Cutting, if you're strictly YouTube, I'm going to put it in. Devin Cutting puts a playlist on for us of all of the author tubers who are streaming for the day. if he finds an author tuber, he will put you down on his playlist. So
I love that.
Yes, it's Devin Cutting. He's the one that's a crane in the water. In case there's another one, which I think there was another one. That's the one that you're going to be looking for. And he doesn't have any videos. He just has playlists. So go to playlists and find that
guy.
And he goes straight down the list of what time anyone is live streaming. So if you need more people to write with, if you're over on Twitch, if you're in the Discords, Sarah Cahill keeps a written playlist on I believe on a PDF, or it's on Google Documents. So if you're in any of the Discords that she's in, otherwise hop on over to Twitch, and I believe Ashley B. Pedigo, she was in the chat earlier. She will be streaming, so you can look up her name. It is spelled exactly the same. I believe I have Madii linked down below if you want to look for her here on YouTube or on Instagram, so you can find her.
Thank you.
She's fabulous, and she's booking for the end of the summer, guys.
I am. Anyone who has manuscripts ready for June or later, I'm booking for then.
Yes. So, and thank you, Charlie. It's so much fun. I'm trying to get you on one of my live streams too.
Oh, that does sound like so much fun.
Yes. Thank you, guys. Have a great rest of your evening. I'm going to go get some food. If you're reading for the rest of the night, working for the rest of the night, whatever it is that you're doing for the rest of the night, enjoy it. I am Vixen of Fiction here on YouTube and on Twitch. You can find me. All my links are below. My schedule is linked below. I am going to be combining my Twitch schedule, so if I haven't changed it on there, don't worry. You know, because it just happened today. All right, so have a good night, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.